Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to some more Earth, Wind, and Fire. We're going to be checking out the songs That's the Way of the Worlds and Sing a Song. Super excited to check these out today, but before we do, a massive thank you goes to Rodney for making this reaction request and for bringing some EWF to the channel. But now, my friends, let's just jump into it. Oh. Doesn't it work so effortlessly into your bloodstream? It is so smooth. From this beat to the trumpet to the strings. Nice. I really like, this is a subtle thing, but I really like the way that you can hear the voices kind of fade out into the distance. They're panned first up front and then they travel backwards through your headphones. So it creates this like really cool lingering effect. I sometimes feel like a physical sensation when things like that happen, so try to notice it. See, it's like the voice is traveling further into the back of a cave. That bass, by the way. I had no idea I needed this vibe today, but I'm so down. Looking back, we've touched on sorrowful days. Wow. Future past, they disappear. Oh, what an interval. Listen to that note that they landed on there. Almost sounds discordant. Somehow it sounds simultaneously like a C and C sharp. I don't actually have perfect pitch, but just imagine two sequential notes like that. But they don't sound all that bad. It's like they're dissonant like on paper, but when you hear it, it actually surprisingly works. I think that's a testament to their voices just complementing each other so well. You look way down in your heart and soul. I don't hesitate, 'cause the world seems cold. Stay young at heart. Cause you never R&B voice if you ever heard one. Literally angelic hovering in that high range. What a payoff there. Oh, now the strings are singing to you, trying to get your attention. Oh. Yeah, the syncopated strumming kind of little punch with this solo. I love that he just decided to let that note be super thin, but you know it was placed there intentionally. Listen to the panning of these voices. Still getting some. Oh yeah. How good.
Send our message loud and clear. Looking back, we've touched on side for days. Future disappear. You will find some more. Hey, if you look way down in your heart and soul, I don't hesitate, 'cause the world seems cold. Stay young at heart.
I had this very random thought enter my mind. So I don't know how much crossover there is between the Joe Bonamassa and Earth, Wind, and Fire fandoms, but I can totally imagine a world in which they do a song together, because I feel like so much of the awesome vocals that are happening here and just great backing track would be perfectly complemented by Joe's just super soulful guitar playing. I think the thought originally occurred to me when I heard the guitar solo, but as I just listened to more of the actual melody in the backing track, I'm more encouraged to make that comment. I just feel like this song with like that level of blues like rock guitar would go crazy, but it would also just change the style of this song. So I could, in a different way, I'm kind of saying like this song could totally be reinvented and wear very many musical hats. Blues rock being one of them. All the different timbres of their voices too, perfectly complementing one another.
Won't you hear me? Won't you hear me? Won't you hear me?
This is going crazy. Yeah, that was such an awesome song. Really great bones to it, super fun to listen to, and as I was listening, I was like, in my head, I thought, did they record this all in one take? Because it all feels so fluid. I can't like pinpoint any of the places where there is even a cut in the audio. Like sometimes when you're listening to a song, if you listen very closely, you can hear where like somebody kind of aggressively cropped the waveform on a certain layer in a song's mix, and then you're like, oh, that's the part where like the guy accidentally went too much with the scissors, but not with Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's perfect. Every little like layer that's meant to ring out does so, but then perfectly blends in with what's coming after. And then that's just one voice. You stack on top of it the complexity of all of the other voices either harmonizing or following each other in sequence. You have this really cool like tumbling effect where we get to travel through the voices. It's like we're cycling through different characters in a video game, and you see like each character pop up and you have a new identity associated with them, different pitch, maybe a different timbre to their voice. Those are kind of the obvious examples, but awesome song. Really has you going the entire way through, very dynamic, and glad I heard it. Let's check out the next track here. This is Sing a Song. This is so familiar. That descending melody. Is that song? You know, the thing is, I don't recognize exactly what this song is, but I know I've probably heard it before. Probably at like I don't know, a 4th of July setting, like thing occurs to me. Um, just like a very, you know, joyful, celebratory kind of venue. Are we layering it up? Okay, looping on that. A lot of voices at once here. Wow, it is so joyous. Interesting because like when you start to focus on like some of the smaller details in this track, you'll notice like you can almost imagine like a song being a machine with like so many cogs and a lot of machinery that goes on underneath the hood. And like when you look at one of the cogs, you see like a little prancing electric guitar doing its thing. Do you hear it throughout? It's easy to like ignore or just like not obviously perceive, but it's in there. Just like a little guy in there jumping, dancing around. That goes so hard. How good is that? Just so many unique textures in your ears at once. Like that froggy bass, the brass, the guitar, the drums. It is just so overwhelming, but like in a way that is still digestible because there's a lot of details, like I mentioned, that can go missed, but even if they do, it's not the end of the world because it's very like flashy. It's very in your face. So you're going to get that jolly good vibe pretty instantaneously. And I think my like understanding of how people talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire, at least anytime that it's been brought up, people have described Earth, Wind, and Fire as being like just kind of your stock R&B group, because everybody compares their R&B songs to the benchmark of Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's why it's a weird conflation that people will make, because you, by virtue of selecting Earth, Wind, and Fire as your benchmark, you've kind of nullified your own point at Earth, Wind, and Fire being problematic in any way. Like, if you've managed to create your own sound, and then people do derivative works off of your thing, regardless of if it's better or worse, which isn't even a real thing, by the way, because music and our preferences are all subjective, you could still be like, hey, all of these other things are great too, and they come from this median original idea, which, may be EWF for argument's sake. And when you think about it in those terms, then it becomes more obvious to be like, oh yeah, artists, they develop in the unique ways that they do, and oftentimes it takes a really creative bunch at the beginning to come up with a system that feels like it's always existed. Like, if you think of like the genre of rock, for example, once it's existed and everybody adopted it so unilaterally, and as it grew and things changed, you basically start to think, well, rock has always existed. But there's also a period of time in the world, many periods of time, where certain kinds of music did not exist. And Earth, Wind, and Fire, to me, are on the ground floor. And for them to be not only this, like, what people presume to be cookie cutter, but also just like amazing at what they do, but to also have all of the details ironed out, and if you look deeper, there's more there. That to me is how they were able to like capture the flash, the time and attention then and now, and likely for decades to come too. But these are awesome songs. I think if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick the first track, That's the Way of the World. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you would like to request a reaction yourself, you can do so by hitting the first link in the description box. That is the best way to support my channel. But as always, my friends, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.